Welcome to HortTube. My name is Jim Putnam. This is Marvel Mahonia from the Southern Living Plant Collection planted around me. There's 3 of them right here. This is soft caress Mahonia right here. But I wanted to do an update video on these Marvel Mahonia. I planted them a little over a year ago. They were about half this height when they went in. This is a really beautiful variety. The foliage is incredibly beautiful. Has a very narrow upright habit. It can reach 6 feet in height, about 4 feet in width. You can keep them smaller than that if you wanted to. I wouldn't recommend doing a lot of pruning on this plant because you have the flower clusters which are starting to form on them now. I'm starting to see the growth in the top of them that will happen in the late fall and early winter, and even into the end of winter and early spring. We get these beautiful clusters of yellow flowers on this one, and I mean, it's super showy. They're very fragrant, but where the flowers are forms berries that look like grape clusters, and they eventually become black on Marvel Mahonia, and the birds really enjoy those. So if you're doing any pruning on it, typically you're going to take off some some of those berries. So I would try to put this thing in a shady corner, and it is a shade-loving evergreen shrub. Put it in a shady corner and give it some space, like I've done here, where I can just allow them to get whatever size they're going to get. This is a stunningly beautiful plant. It's hardy in zones 6 to 9, really very rugged. I would say that it needs well-drained soil, but beyond that, just a shady corner with well-drained soil is absolutely perfect. If you have clay soils, mound them up a little bit. I do have clay soil, so when I planted these, and you can go back and watch that original video, I left them mounded up just a little bit. I'm amazed at the amount of growth I got on them this year. I got about probably 14-15 inches of growth. Typically when you plant something the first year, you don't see that much new growth on it, but let me give you a quick close-up of these. Hopefully you can see just how beautiful the foliage is on this plant. They are prickly right there on the tip. It's not as bad as other Mahonia varieties. It's just got that single point on the end of the leaf, but again, you're going to put it in a corner and leave it alone, so it's not going to bite you. The new growth is starting right here. I'm in mid-September, and again, this will form a large flower cluster on top of the plant. But just look how stunning these plants actually are. What a great addition to this shady corner. I'll back out of this real quick, and you can see, it's going to take, a few years for these to completely fill this corner in, but you can imagine how beautiful it's going to be when they're in flower in the fall and winter, and then, have the berries on them other times of the year, and they look great with that soft caress Mahonia that's lower growing and spreading right there in front of it. And soft caress doesn't have any points on the foliage, so really look how beautiful these really are. So thank you very much for watching this video. I thought you might want an update on how nice these Marvel Mahonia are coming along in this shady space in my backyard.